Hi, Baron Martin here. I'm all excited about showing you guys a new technique that we came up with to tighten the braces in older guitars, okay, or any guitar really, but I'm using this older guitar. It's from the 60s, little Gibson guitar from the 60s. This guitar has had a past. It's had cracks, all kinds of problems. Many years ago, the owner had me make a brass saddle for it, just to brighten it up, to give it some kind of sound, because it had such a dull, mediocre sound. And but I want to show you guys what happens over the years. Okay, the guitars, especially if they're getting used, if they're in a case or getting knocked around all the time, the braces and the internals on the guitar are slowly just coming loose. And it happens in small sections. I brought this little mandolin here to show you guys. This is one that we're rebuilding. This is from the 40s or late 30s. And the braces on this mandolin were not even tight. We took the back off and just went snap and crackle, and they just came right off. And what happens a lot of time with your average guitar is you'll have spots where it looks like the brace is glued, but it's not. And so what that creates is a lot of anti-vibration within the instrument. You have a spot that's loose, and they grow, and they're all over the instrument over time because the thing is getting knocked around all the time, especially if the guitar has ever been dropped or hit or whatever. Okay, so the problem is this: the braces naturally and slowly loosen up over time, especially if you have something made in the 50s, 60s, the 70s. The glue that they use to make these things is just, cheap animal glue in a lot of cases. And this, over time, they loosen up. You have the humidity factor. It becomes humid in the monsoon season. It dries and humid and dry and humid, and all the up and down expansion and contraction. The net result is that the braces loosen up. So what we came up with, after just many years of experimenting, is a technique to tighten up the braces. And I came up with a chemical cocktail that I coat the entire inside of the guitar. That's a technique I learned from Japanese luthiers a long time ago. I've been working on instruments for 40 years. I do warranty work for major companies. Okay, and one of the techniques that I came up with is a chemical compound that tightens up everything inside the guitar, and it works. And I just cannot get over the sound of this little Gibson guitar. It had a dead, dull, mediocre, stupid sound, and now the basses, it just roars. So that's it. That's my point. Is you can take any guitar and tighten up the braces and make it sound better, but in the case of older instruments that were made in the 70s, 60s, and 50s, you can really make huge improvements on the tone. And I've done this treatment to dozens and dozens of guitars. I've never had a customer say, it doesn't sound as good as it did. They always say the same thing. Man, these really brought the sound out in this guitar. It really sounds a lot better. So here's what we do at our shop. If you mail us your guitar, and if you want this treatment, we charge $100, and we'll take any guitar, mandolin, whatever you have, and we will coat the inside of it. And it's not easy, okay, but it's a lot of work, but we charge $100. Okay, and if you'd like to try doing it yourself, we actually sell the kit, the chemical compound, and the applicators, and the instructions to do the job yourself. And we charge $38 to do that. If you'd like, you can call me at area code 915-592-4026. My name is Baron Martin. Our business is called Frets and Necks. And that's what we go by, Frets and Necks. That's on the internet. I've got two of my young proteges that have Frets and Necks shops, one in South Carolina, one in Fort Worth, Texas, and then I'm in El Paso, Texas. You can PayPal us $38 to magicmar at elp.rr.com. You can call me on the phone. We can talk about it. You can tell me your individual situation. If you'd like to mail us a guitar for restoration, that's what we do. We get guitars from all over the country. I've been doing it for 40 years. Anyway, thanks for watching this. And if you have a situation where you'd like to improve the sound on whatever guitar you have, I assure you, most assuredly, it's no big deal anymore. We can take any guitar and just make it sound like $1,000,000 bucks. Beer and Martin, great day.